All these years, I never understood like why TV shows did like those greatest hits type things or those flashbacks where they go back. Because you know what? I figured it out. They didn't have time to make a new episode. So here's like the best shows from like the last week or so, like clips. Just it's a clip show. And check out our page, man. We got a bunch of funny stuff on there. What had happened news? Clips go. Black GOP candidate Tim Scott. Hey, wait. Why did you put presidential candidate in quotation marks? He is a real candidate. I mean, technically, he's a real candidate. 1% counts. Apparently, not only are his poll numbers small, but the number of people willing to ride his poll seems to be very small, too.
Because
as I rise in the polls, it scares even my opponents.
oh, Tim, you're polling at 1% in the latest survey. You're not a threat to any other candidate.
I want to make clear, we at What Had Happened News.
I don't give a damn about Tim Scott or who he is or is not sleeping with. That's literally none of my business.
But also this, though.
But let's just imagine that you're running for president of the United States of America and your entire party is saying, fuck the politics. Where are your bitches?
Basically, they like,
hey, where are the white women at?
The problem with Tim Scott is not that he ain't got no bitches. It's, have you seen Tim Scott? Even if he's gay, he probably ain't got no dudes either. That man looks like a grown chipmunk person.
Okay, I really hate to do this, but
Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
they called that man gay once, made him believe in racism. That's amazing.
Come to your house. Wow, boyfriend.
Buddy's first mistake was acting like he knew the kid. I would have kicked him instantly. Boom, back up, little nigga.
I mean, you should have smacked him with the pizza.
Man, that little boy is slow. I
Shut
told
the fuck up talking
I'm
to me.
telling you, listen.
Shut the fuck
the
up
little boy
talking
said
to
that
me.
his favorite quarterback
Boy,
is
shut up. I
LeBron
don't wanna hear
James.
none of that
That lets you
stupid
know
ass
he
shit.
touched.
Touch.
Man, Shorty knew what he was doing. But little did he know, Buddy finna be moving in now. Little dummy, he done went from your mom new boyfriend to your new stepdaddy. You need to mind your business.
I shouldn't help you fools, but here goes some quick tips. 1, don't sleep with nobody that got a kid at the same school that your baby mama and your baby go to. And if you do, which you will, don't let the kid see you. And if you let the kid see you, make sure they know it's a secret. Damn. I got all these tips from our OG.
the solution to this problem is in my brand new book, Side Boo Do's and Don'ts.
What in the wide, wide world of white people? And you're probably thinking to yourself, what part of the deep, angry, racist South is this a part of? Crystal Lake, Illinois, just outside Chicago. Our recently cleared of all charges urban reporter Jeff Hall has an update. Jeff?
This is Jeffrey Hall, your urban news reporter, alerting all black folks, please stay away from Crystal Lake, Illinois. Not only do they have Jason, they have white people there with whips, and they are using them. Now, one thing they didn't know is that black folks will beat your ass if you try that shit. I am currently on my way with a whole bunch of black people from Hoover, Alabama with folding chairs.
See, if they had Devo playing in the background, I might let this ride. Was this the casting call for Django 2? Chain them back up? Are they doing a Roots remake? Is this the Indiana Jones Whip Enthusiasts of America Club? In a city with the racial demographics of this. This is the type of thing that happens when you ain't got no black people around. You ain't got nobody to be like, hey, y'all. Otherwise, y'all look like
The most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi.
they less than 1% black. They ain't even got a whole black person. Heads up, this next video contains police violence and high school marching band music.
Wait all this time to get to the part you want, which is the Battle of the Bands, and some big black biscuit eating beep gonna put his hands on the band director. Let's break this down. The way this works is that each band has a group of songs they got to play at the end that's predetermined. They were on the last song, and he was about to shut down anyway. Then, for some reason, they decided to cut the lights off when there was still people in the stadium.
When they turned them lights off, all that band got the rocking, baby. I was like, yeah, turn this joint up. Battle with the bands in this bitch.
You do have to understand how bold these cops are to tase a band director. Have you ever been hit with a tuba? That shit is not nice.
Bobby, you been hit with a tuba?
Rob, Chicago Public League band fights are a whole different kind of thing, dog.
One thing about the band director, he gonna have more than one band after this. Because after this lawsuit, boy, he gonna have bands on bands on bands. He gonna be in Chicago with Katie Gott bands because he finna be richer than the bitch. Call him the band direct deposit. Fuck you talking about? That nigga finna be paid. Like, I'd take a couple votes for a couple million. No, real shit, kids keep playing.
Well, we at What Had Happened News found out that the reason the officer was acting like this is because he had a 4-piece spicy, half a dozen donuts, and a side boo waiting, and he was ready to get off work.
Man, I heard his nephew was in the other school band and they was getting their ass kicked.
Anyway, wasn't they in Alabama? Wasn't no folding chairs around?
Hey man, you gonna talk about the aliens? Yes, we gonna talk about the aliens. Can we do this? All right, now just check it down. Next up, aliens.
So, did the police shoot those aliens?
Let the white folks tell it. It's been aliens in Mexico this whole time. Hell, they've been talking about getting them out of America and sending them back.
So Mexico had a hearing last night, and their hearing was about aliens. And instead of doing what the U.S. does and just totes you along, they said, hey, we have proof. Let's talk about it. So
I just want to know why they covered the alien with cocaine.
it is a preserved body. It was covered in a diatomic white substance, 1,000 years old. So it's an older featured creature.
Thank you for watching What Had Happened News. Like, follow, subscribe, repost, tell a friend, do the little heart thing, do the little star thing, do the little buck thing, whatever it does. Do all the things that make this money. Y'all know how this works.